Here we are again, peripatetics, back to the power walks in the contemplative forest. Today, we're going to get back in shape. You're walking with me, power walks. And in the process, I'll be covering a topic that I hope is helpful to you. And the topic for today, for our peripatetic walk, the Aristotelian way, is to discuss how you learn to respond to adversity. It's very important because it has to do with your aging process and your longevity. And how you respond to adversity is based on how you were taught by your culture to respond to adversity. Some cultures teach you serenity, others hysteria, others fear, others helplessness, and something in between. So the first thing you do, ask yourself, how do I deal with adversity? Everyone, of course, gets surprised, and everyone puts up their alarm. That's fine. But then how do you deal with it after you've had your first response to adversity? Do you feel helpless? Do you feel courageous? Do you feel hysterical? Your thoughts and your feelings are all over the place, especially your feelings. And then go back and ask yourself, who taught me that? Not literally, but by observation. Who taught me that? How did my family deal with adversity? Did they bond and deal with it with strength? Or did they fall apart and went into chaotic mode? And that is what you learned. What you want to do first is to find out where it came from, and where do you find somebody in your family who didn't deal that way. Those are the outliers. Those are the ones who outlast and outlive everybody because they have a different way of dealing from the tribal constraints. So if you had someone that was serene, that gained wisdom from the adversity, that was able to convey a sense of security, those are leaders. That's the kind of person you begin to emulate, and you begin to cultivate being like that person. Why? Because beyond the first fight or flight response, what happens is critical. You're supposed to have a fight or flight response, but after that, then you have to go back and ask yourself, let me reassess what's going on here. What is the wisdom that I can gather from what's going on? How has this happened before? And how did I deal with things before? Did I use courage? Did I use patience? Did I use fear? And you then regulate yourself and try to emulate that outlier. If you don't have an outlier in the family, find someone. Find a hero or heroine. Look at Joan of Arc, or look at the Spartans. Whatever it is, they're there. And you don't have to be stoic and hide your fear. You express your fear. At the same time, you express your courage. And courage has nothing to do with being courageous or cowardly. It has to do with valuing yourself and valuing the condition that you're protecting or defending. That's what the terrain of courage is. So, what you want to do then is to practice the new response to adversity. And the new response to adversity is first react, fight or flight, then equanimity, wisdom, courage, hope, and the ability to know that the storms will never outlast the morning. Keep that in mind and put it to use. So now back to the walk.